Alright, welcome back. In this video we are going to go over the transparency command and what it's used for. And so I have this house, I've created two NPCs, and this is going to be like a brief cutscene. And so what I'm going to do is I want to specifically my character to come and touch one of these spots and trigger a cutscene. I'm just going to I'm going to actually close this up to force them to have to go through there. And so what I'll do is I will take these walls, close them up real fast. And so like I said, you can totally take a map and make it your own. And this forces characters to touch certain tiles that you want them to touch. And so this will force him to come through this way, basically, and come around. Alright, so this will be the one. And so what we're going to do is we're going to trigger a cutscene. And so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to fade out the screen. Next, I'm going to switch my transparency, which is under character right here. Transparency on. That means we can see through him. He's going to disappear. Okay, so now I need to scroll this map up. Probably not far. Scroll map. We want to go up. Let's go like 8 spots. Normal speed, okay. I'm going to change the screen to fade back in. And let's do show text. And so these are our actors and actresses that I'm using. Hello, Sarah. What brings you by today? All right. I have something I need to tell you. Famous last words, right? Dun dun dun. Okay, so let's just start with that. We need to make sure this event is below our characters and that it's player touch. We want the player to walk in from here, touch that, trigger the event. Actually, before we do that, let me add one more thing to the event. So one thing I'm going to show you real fast. Let's name these. So one NPC. Let's go NPC 1. One cool thing that you can do NPC 2. Okay, apply. When we go to our events, I'm going to set the movement route for my character. So you get options, right? Player would be me, which is irrelevant because I'm invisible. This event, which is just the square, which doesn't make any sense for this. We don't need to move that. And I want NPC 1 to move. Down, 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 down. Okay. Apply. Okay. So he's here. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So here I am. So it's going to fade out, and look at how now I disappeared. I didn't disappear, I'm invisible. So he's going to walk. Oh no. What's going to happen? So if I make him walk further, oops. This is the event that he's walking in. Edit. You'll see that if I'm making a cutscene, and this entire cutscene is going to be 2 people talking, then your characters need to be invisible if they're not. So you'll see that it'll fade out when it comes back in. I'm invisible. So I have something I need to tell you, and he's out. I'm out of here. Okay, so if I were to send the camera down, which I can do, check this out. So as he walks, let's scroll the map. Let's go down, and let's go down 10 spots. So you can see my character's not here. Although they're just standing here, they're invisible. So I could continue this cutscene throughout, and the entire time they're talking to each other, and they don't know that my character is invisible. And then all you would do to start it back up is change transparency and then make it off, and then they would show back up again. And so that's how you make your characters invisible. I use it to create cutscenes on maps with other characters that are not in the scene with my party so that they can talk. Or another thing you can do, and I'll show you how to do this in probably 2 or 3 videos when I make the parallax mapping, is making another cutscene with just text and a map. And there's nobody on the map, so you're going to want to make your character invisible. So that'll be in a couple videos, but for now, practice doing this and figuring out ways to make cutscenes that don't involve your character.